to you live from Southern California. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the mound today, Reed Detmers. What do we have on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ready to go? Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. The wind and the pitch. And that one's a little bit low. And away we go this afternoon. The lefty fires. There's a strike.
1-1.
On the inside corner for a strike. One and two now. Altuve waits. The punch out there, and one gone. Here's Alex Bregman. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. That misses, and that's ball 1. And another ball. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And he deals. To the right side. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to the pitcher. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
2 outs, base is empty. Yordan Alvarez up next for the Astros. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Sizing this one up. Nabs it, and that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back here at Angel Stadium, and on the mound in this one, Framber Valdez.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Luis Rengifo. Flares it into the outfield. Hauls it in, and there's one away. right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. The challenge for him today, Singy, elevating the baseball against this sinker baller that's on the mound.
Yeah, that's the challenge, but it also might affect the way they approach base running in this one, Boog. You get a runner on first, you anticipate trajectory down, and when the ball's in the dirt with a good secondary lead, you break for second. So whether it's a stolen base or not, you stay out of the double play, get that runner in a scoring position, and that can help you put more runs on the board.
BID, ball in dirt.
Batting third, the designated hitter,
Brandon Drury to the plate. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Gets the call, and it's 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Hit weakly on the ground. Abreu. He takes it on his own. Angels retired 1-2-3. End of one, and we're still scoreless. Second inning set to go. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Jose Abreu. The pitch. That misses off the outside edge.
1-0.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson, a consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone, but once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
The pitch. Goes down looking.
Everything in that at bat was away until the final pitch. 3 pitches in a row on the outside part of the plate, and of course that gets you conditioned to look out there, maybe a little bit out on your toes. So a great call on pitch number 4 to just hit that inside part of the plate and freeze him for strike 3.
Here's Kyle Tucker. That one's in there, 0-1. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a gold glover. One down, base is empty. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Ward going back on this one. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Batting fifth, the catcher,
Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. One of the best in the game against right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, that's another story. That's in there. And that is strike one. Singing, is this more common today? Guys really only succeeding against pitchers throwing from a specific side?
I think it's because you just don't get a very long trial period anymore. I mean, with the analytics and the numbers, teams are looking for instant success with the lineups that they construct. So if you don't figure it out quickly against certain types of pitchers, you're just not going to get those opportunities.
Wouldn't chase that time. And that's off the inside edge. 2-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two outs. miss, and he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for Houston. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back in Anaheim, we head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Taylor Ward. The wide to kick the pitch. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
No balls, one strike.
Valdez, an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter.
1-1.
Kicks and fires. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. The 1-2. Line drive, leaps it, he's got it.
Timed it perfect. It's hard, I think, for those guys on the corners because, especially when it's a right-handed hitter for third baseman, you don't see the ball all that well going through the zone. And if it's a left-hander, you got a better shot at it because you can see the ball going through, see the contact. And so that jump isn't always on time. Sometimes it's a little early, sometimes it's a little bit late, but that one was perfect.
Anthony Rendon in now, takes ball one off the plate. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. There's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
He was all over that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Runner on at first with one gone. And here is Mickey Moniak. Breaking ball inside. Ball 1. At the belt and fires.
Here.
Liner, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Rendon, the lead runner at second. Moniak over at first with one away. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Here comes Rendon around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So in now for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel. And that one missing low.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
2 on, 1 out. And there's a foul ball. The lefty ready and a 1-1. And that one fouled off. 1-2 now. That one almost got him. Traffic on the bases with one already in. Bottom half of inning number 2. And he chases that one. And there's 2 away.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And next for the Angels, Zach Neto. First pitch misses. And now the lefty. And there's the strike. Oh, great grab on the dive. Gathers and throws. And very nicely done for the out.
First, it looks like making the stop is the hardest part, but feeding to the pitcher on the move, I think even tougher. Great job of hitting that moving target. They're going to be fired up in the dugout.
And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick. The wind of the pitch. McCormick in his 4th year, 28 years old. Usually in center field, but today starting in left. Close, but called the ball. And the count is 1-1.
1-1.
One thing I always felt if I played left field instead of center field was that the ball gets out there to you pretty quick. And the most important play is that ball down the left field line, getting to it, cutting it off, making a strong throw to keep that single instead of turning it into a double.
Drifts towards it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
Batting 8.
And next to hit for Houston, Jeremy Pena.
You know, Boog, Pena had plenty of eyeballs on him as a prospect, and scouts thought Jeremy had more power in his bat than he was actually showing in games, and they were right. He's hitting double-digit home runs each season in the majors so far.
Well struck left field, back there. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Throw into 3rd, and the throw's offline, safe at 3rd.
Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
So 1 gone with a runner at 3rd. So next up for Houston, Jake Myers.
1-0.
In the dirt. And no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. The 1-0.
Yeah!
And there's the strike.
1-1.
Here comes a pitch. Right through there for a strike. Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And another
That's
ball.
low. That's a ball.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Ward on a dead sprint, racing back. Caught just shy of the wall. Runner tagging and heading for home. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 1-1.
Well, we got ourselves a new ball game. Nice job right there at the plate. Sacrifice fly, and he gets in the tying run.
So the Houston lineup turns over. And now Jose Altuve struck out looking at his first at bat. Foul ball.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sack fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Kicks and deals. And that's too high.
1-1.
The wind of the pitch. And that one a little below the knees. The count now 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Alex Bregman waiting to hit for Houston. Tied up here in the early going. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. But they push across 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Luis Rengifo. Valdez back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And there's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch is downstairs. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called 3rd strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Trout in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
The lefty, the 1-0. And another ball. Liner to second and picked on the hop to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
The designated hitter, Brandon Drury.
So now the DH spot, Brandon Drury. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And that one fouled off. And downstairs.
Down.
Bounce to the right. Into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
The right fielder.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. 2 outs.
1-1.
In the dirt, blocked. Nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. Ball to strike. The pitch.
That missed. That's a ball.
That one
That's a ball.
missed.
A rare 3-ball count here.
3-1.
He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the last half of the third. And ball 4,
runner
2
take your
aboard.
base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much
The
gifted
third
him first base with a quick free pass.
Anthony.
So 2 on with 2 away.
Rendon.
Anthony Rendon making his way to the plate. Singled and scored his first time. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. To third. Throws across the diamond. That takes care of Rendon. Gets him easily, ends the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. On to inning number 4. All tied 1-1. Back here at Angel Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Alex Bregman. As the lefty gets to work. And
That's
ball
the ball.
1. Fastball for a strike. Just
down. That's the ball.
missed. Fastball in for a strike. It's 2-2. Swings and misses. Had him out front for strike 3.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. First
Ball.
pitch doesn't find the zone. Left-hand batter waits. That pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
Chases that one out of the zone. That's out number 2.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider is more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Popped up. Neto under it. And that is that. Astros go down 1-2-3. Still tied 1-1. Bottom bottom of the fourth.
And
So in now for the Angels, Mickey
The
Moniak.
left fielder, Mickey Moniak.
Valdez back to work. Pitch misses. 1-0.
You know, these Angels showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
1-1.
Here's a 1-1. Foul ball there. Left-hand hitter waits. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And the pitch.
No, that's in.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch. Next offering misses down and away.
You know, sometimes all it
Count's
takes
full.
is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
The pitch. And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. And now the catcher comes up to him. Logan O'Hoppe singled and drove in a run his first time through. Now snap throw to first. And he's back in safely. First
No, that
pitch
missed. That's
just
the ball.
misses.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Moniak gets his lead at first with nobody out. There's a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
That clips a corner.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
2-2.
In the dirt. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. That just misses, and that's ball 3.
Full count.
Nolan Shanuel to bat next. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swings and misses, struck him out. And here's the first baseman, Nolan Shanuel. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Fouled off to the right. And that's off the inside edge. And 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And another ball. Man at first, 1 away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, I'd say he pretty much had to offer at that one. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Even though it ended up outside the zone, it still was close enough to where it looked like it could drop down right on that corner and get the call. Last thing you want to do is get punched out by the umpire, knowing you could have at least fouled the pitch off and kept the at-bat going.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Pitch
Ball,
misses,
that's outside.
and that's ball 1. Two outs.
Ball.
Chris, with that
2 balls, no
distraction
strikes.
and the speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
No,
No,
that
if
meant-
nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Luis Rengifo in the on-deck circle. 3-0 down. So now 2
Ball 4,
on
take your base.
and 2 outs.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Second baseman.
So the lineup flips over. Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. A switch hitter batting right. Misses
Ball.
off the inside, and that is ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. And that's in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Two and two.
In the dirt, but kept close. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. And that one ripped into right. And now maybe extra bases. And now it gets into the corner. The run comes in from second. It's 2-1. And that's a 2-out double. Tag, and he's out at the plate. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, and a runner left. We played 4. Angels 2, and the Astros 1. Ready now for the 5th inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Kyle Tucker. And a foul ball. So now here's Kyle Tucker. Tucker, former 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft by the Astros. This guy's turned into a whale of a player. That one is hammered right field. Ward ranging back. And that one is out of here. He leaves the yard to right. And this game is tied. It's 2-2.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Next to hit, Yainer Diaz. And the
That's
first
the ball.
pitch misses for ball 1. And a pitch. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Chaz.
Go ahead run on base. Chaz McCormick up next for the Astros. That one catches the zone, and that's strike 1. And a pitch. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Back there. And that one is gone. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they lead it. It's 4-2.
How in the world did he do that? That pitch was outside the zone, and he still got it out of here. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Pena in the box now. No balls and a strike. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. And we're at the top of the 5th. The lefty fires. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Myers takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. That one hammered, but pulled foul. One down, base is empty.
Ball. 2-1.
Inside corner for a strike, and the count's even at 2. Fought off foul. Myers stays alive. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Gets a piece and stays alive. And another ball. High fly ball out towards left field. That one back there, and it gets into the corner, but it's foul. The pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Three and 2 now. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
I guarantee he's going to check the tape on that last pitch when he gets a chance, because he thought it was ball 4, and he wasn't wrong. I mean, it was a close pitch. Definitely not an easy call, but especially after a long at-bat, that'll drive you crazy getting rung up like that.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. First pitch, and he just misses. And that's downstairs and outside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Bounce to third. Rendon whips it across, and they get Altuve for the out. Third out, but 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-2. Back after this on the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Mike Trout. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. 0-1.
You know, these Angels looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. Runners left on base really comes down to timing. Can you put together your best at bats in the most important moments? That's a difference maker. And they've stranded a lot of runners on base in this game.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Brandon Drury digs in now. 1 for 2. That one way inside. That one out to right. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Taylor Ward.
Now here is Taylor Ward.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Trout at first, one gone. And there's a ball.
2-2.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Hits the fence. Trout around second, headed for third. And he's got a double. Cut off, now a throw home. And he's out.
He's out.
The third baseman.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
Here's Anthony Rendon up to the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Wouldn't chase that time. Man on second, 2 down. And another ball. Mickey Moniak
3-0.
up next for the Angels. This to third. Sends it across to first. That takes care of Rendon. And that is the inning. Angels leave one. Still down by a count of 4-2. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Adam Simber.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now it's Alex Bregman.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Meanwhile,
balls, one strike.
activity in the bullpen. Matt Moore, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Simber is ready. Outside.
Ball.
And now it's even 1-1. Check
That's the
swing,
ball.
no appeal.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The
Ball
2-1
high.
is high.
Nope,
And he couldn't
ball
come
4.
up with
Take
it.
your base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
The designated hitter.
So a man aboard.
Yordan
Now here's the
Alvarez.
Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
that's right. And there's the strike. Alvarez goes 6 feet 5 inches, 26 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Here comes Bregman around third. Now a relay to the plate, but it's offline. And they lead by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Jose Abreu up to hit. Ball one
that's
low.
low.
Righty to the plate. Just
Nope,
off the
ball.
outside edge. Now 2-0. 1 on, nobody out, a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fought off foul. And the right-hander deals.
Ball.
That's a little bit low.
3-1.
The 3-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike
Full
2.
count.
No outs. Runner on second. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Man at second. That one is absolutely belted. That's long gone. A 2-run shot. It's 7-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience.
Jose Suarez will take over here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Tucker up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at one down low. And that
No,
one's a
ball.
little bit low. 2-0.
2-0.
And he deals.
Hiya!
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off
2
speed
balls,
there.
2 strikes.
The pitch. Swing and a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Sizes this one up. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
The left fielder, number 20, Chaz McCormick.
Chaz McCormick up next for the Astros. He's already homered in this game. Fouled off left side. Tucker stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. That one a
That's
little
a
bit
ball.
high, and it's a ball and a strike. And
That's
another
in,
ball.
ball.
Next pitch
Strike
in
2.
for a strike, and now 2-2. Kicks and fires. And now
Count
the
is
count
full.
filled up 3-2. Runner on at third, 1 gone. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run.
He's out.
Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros.
Pena's dad played in the majors for 7 seasons, spending time with St. Louis and Cleveland as a second baseman. Jeremy has a little more power, though. Only needed 2 seasons to pass his dad on the career home run list for the family.
Slings to first, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. 4 runs in the inning on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left on. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Astros 8 and the Angels 2. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's going to be Mickey Moniak. The wind and the pitch.
Well, every pitcher
Ball.
wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And there's a foul ball.
Right
And
2.
a swing and a miss there.
1 and 2's the count.
And now
Ball.
2-2. And here it comes. That's to third. And that's
Got him.
1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. First
Ball.
pitch misses. The Astros up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. And downstairs.
2-1.
Right through there for a strike. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And next for L.A., Nolan Schanuel, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. At the belt and fires. Into center. Myers pulls it down.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Zach Neto.
Man at first, and next for the Angels, Zach Neto. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
0-2 now. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Angels strand 1, and it's still 8-2. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the center fielder, Jake Myers.
Jake Myers.
Here comes a pitch. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And that's off
in.
the inside edge. And it's 2-1. And a pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2. Kicks and deals. And
That's
another
a ball.
ball.
We got a full count.
Line drive. Caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
So up next, Jose Altuve. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Fastball for a strike. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped up. Rengifo should have this one. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
2 outs, base is empty. Alex Bregman up next for the Astros. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Just missed. And the 1-0. Top of the zone for a called strike. The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Got him swinging. Astros are down quietly. They lead at 8-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brandon Bielak.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo, 1 for 3. The wide to kick the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Slow ground ball to the right side. He handles it himself, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
That one to first, and he can't come up with it. Throw to first, gets him. Good job to stay with it there for the second out.
Brandon Drury.
Brandon Drury, the next to hit for the Angels. Here's a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Righty delivers. Drury started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, did not go. And the righty deals. Not close with that one. And the count is even, 2-2. Bounce to the right side. Over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Misses outside. Ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
The wind of the pitch. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Jose Abreu up next for the Astros. He's already homered here in this one. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And
One
it
ball,
skips in the dirt. Up the middle, Rengifo gathers and throws to first. That takes care of Abreu.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Late on that fastball.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Up and in, and 1-1. Two down, nobody on. And that one hit to first, and it goes just foul. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the Astros put down in order. Back in Anaheim, and now Taylor Ward.
The right fielder, Taylor.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
And that one wrapped foul. The 0-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And one away.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Now it's Anthony Rendon. And first offering is fouled off. The Halos with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hit in the air, center field. Myers on the move. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. So in now for the Angels, Mickey Moniak. Way
One ball,
high.
no strikes.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
One ball, one strike.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Off the plate inside. 2-1. And that one is inside. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Hoppy stands in here, takes ball 1 low. This is again 5 in a row.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 outs. Can't
No,
find
that's
it
out.
here. That's 6 straight balls. And a foul ball. Moniak off of first with 2 away. And that's too high, ball 4.
Take your base.
Now batting, first baseman, Lolzz.
First and second, 2 down. And next for L.A., Nolan Shanuel. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And it's fouled away. First and second, 2 down. Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
Swings and misses. And that is that. We go to the 9th, and stepping in for the Astros, Yainer Diaz. Suarez back to work. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Next pitch way upstairs. Wouldn't chase that time. Stays alive. And now the lefty. And down on strikes he goes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
McCormick stands in now and watches strike 1. The Astros up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. That one misses, and that is ball 1. Just missed.
That's the ball. 2-1.
That one misses. 3-1 now. Fastball for a strike.
Two-seam fastball has been very consistent. He's been able to throw it to both sides of the plate in some really good arm side run.
Ripped on a line. Moniak calls it in, 2 away.
The batter, number 3, shortstop.
2 outs, base is empty. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Astros 8 and the Angels 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto. The right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Altuve handles it, throws to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Luis.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Here's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. One down, base is empty.
1-1.
And
That's
another
inside.
ball.
That's a ball.
Ground ball to the right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Oh, he throws it away.
The center fielder, number 27.
Here's Trout. And first offering is fouled off. Rengifo, the base runner at first with one out. Ball
No,
one
that's
there.
down. Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And
That's
another
a ball.
ball.
2-2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. To first, maybe a 2-ball. Abreu tossed to second, back to first, not in time.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Brandon.
Angels down to their final out. Brandon Drury, the next to hit for the Angels. Right down the chute, it's 0-1. And that's
1-1.
too high. Two outs. Wouldn't chase
2-1.
that time. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. The Angels down to their final strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Sizing this one up. He pulls it down. Ball game. And the Astros take this one in a blowout.
Well, I'm not sure if he expected to get 9 outs in this one, but he had the gas in the tank to get it done. Kind of a throwback save for this guy today, but helps the team get the win. As you can see, they're pretty happy about it, and they're celebrating his performance in this one.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Astros, 8 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and they left no runners on base. For the Angels, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors, they left 11 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours.